Hello, my name is Nick and my life is a shit show. So today we are going to talk about the highly anticipated story that I have within my body about when I got into a fight at the Britney Spears concert in Las Vegas. No, I'm not kidding. It was not a physical altercation, I will tell you that now. However, it was a fight, it was real, and it happened. So before I tell you about the actual altercation, let me give you some background. So it was my first Britney Spears concert in 10 years-ish. I saw Britney when I was 3 years old, and then I didn't see her again until my 17th birthday. We had wanted to go see Britney for about a year at that point because her show actually opened on my birthday the year before, so my 16th birthday, but of course it was too ridiculous to get tickets to that because it was the first night of the show. So for my 17th birthday, my sister got me tickets and she surprised me about a week and a half before, and she told me that she got them, and so we went for my birthday. And we should have known that this trip was going to be a shit show. When we got to the hotel, it was the SLS. It was newly remodeled or something. It was supposed to be really cool, but they gave us a room with one king-size bed. On this trip, it was me, my sister, and both of my parents. And that asshole expected me to sleep on one bed. They had booked a 2-bed room and they gave it to someone else. So they gave us a king-size room and they were like, figure it out. It was not a fun time. So it got to be the time of the show and we had tickets in section 205. You probably don't know where those are, but basically it's dead center and it's the second tier of seating. It's only a 4,000 seat theater, so it's not that many people. So these are considered premium seats. So they cost like $260. They were very pricey, but obviously it was my birthday, so my sister wanted to do something nice for me. So she got me the best seats that she could. So we were row E of that section. We were right behind the video production people, like the mixer booth. And the show started. I was super hyped. Obviously I wanted to be in the pit, but we weren't gonna get there, and it was very, very sad for me. But I came to terms with I wouldn't be that close to Britney, and I just enjoyed the show for what I could, or so I thought. So we were sitting in front of these people, and they had to have at least both been in their mid to late 70s at a Britney Spears concert. They were sitting down, and we were standing up. I don't know if you've ever been to a Britney Spears concert, but you hit that choreography. I'm having a great time. I'm dancing, and then all of a sudden, we get a tap on the shoulder about the 5th song in, and this guy says, "Can you sit down?" And so by this time, it was Every Time, so it's a slower song. So we were like, fine, I'll sit down for now. But after Every Time, it breaks into Oops, I Did It Again. And that's a great song. So we stood back up and we were dancing. And then at this point, he starts screaming at us to sit the F down. And we just ignore him at first. And then he just keeps yelling, sit the F down. And then eventually he actually throws a drink because we were sticking to the floor. Because apparently he wanted us to sit down. And mind you, it's not like we were the only people in this whole show that were standing up. So it was kind of ridiculous that he was singling us out just because we were in front of him. But if you're gonna watch this show, you're gonna have to deal with the people around you. Especially, you should have known before buying a Britney Spears ticket that people were gonna be really excited because she's iconic. You ask anyone, Britney Spears is an icon, whether or not you like her, and you know that she's pop music. What do you do to pop music? You dance to it. He apparently didn't understand that. So after I realized that this guy had thrown his drink at us, I decide to go up to security and say, listen, we're trying to stand up and enjoy the show. It's my birthday. Is there anything you can do? And the guy basically just looks at me and just shrugs. And then so I walk back to my seat. This guy keeps yelling, sit the F down, sit the F down. So eventually my sister gets really fed up and she says, listen, you can tell your wife to stand the F up or you can leave. It was a very great moment in my life. But he just keeps yelling. And then he starts yelling at people around them. Can you believe that they're really gonna stand up? We paid for seats. So at this point, I'm so angry that I just want to crawl under a rock. But I'm again at this Britney Spears show, so I'm gonna have a great time for my 17th birthday. So I go back to security, and at this time, there's a guy, he's not in security uniform, but he's security. So he says, what's the problem? And so I basically told him everything that had happened, and I told him that it was my birthday, and he said, hold on one second. And so I wait, and at this point, Britney's still performing, and everything is still going, and we're missing the show because of this guy. And so the other security comes back, and he says, "Come with me, we're moving you to the pit." I lost my shit at that point. I had never been more excited, and so he basically escorts us down and around to the pits, literally in the stage. The security in front of the pit gives us 2 wristbands. They were blue, I remember that, because I'm insane. And the lady basically said, listen, you can probably get closer, just like weasel through and you'll be fine. And at this point I realized that I had forgotten my jacket. So I book it back up the stairs and I go to grab my jacket and I look at this guy in the face and I said, "Thanks, asshole." And then 3 or 4 people around me literally said, "Good job sticking up for yourself. You deserve being down in the pit. It's awesome." And I was like, I know. Because like no one should have to put up with that bullshit at a Britney Spears concert, especially on your birthday. Like, it's very rude. It's very rude. So I walk back down. We end up being like 3rd or 4th row, a little bit over from like the main catwalk. There's the main stage, the catwalk, and then like a horseshoe. So we're just kind of over, and we have great seats. I have the most wonderful pictures. We were so close, and it was literally one of the best birthdays I've ever had. The only other birthday that topped it was my 18th birthday when we actually saw Britney again, but from the pit that time. So we didn't have to deal with any assholes. We had a really great time. We were moved just before like the middle of the show, so we still got a substantial amount of time like actually being able to enjoy it. But I am forever thankful to the asshole that yelled at me and threw a drink at me at a Britney Spears concert, because thanks to him, I got to be closer. And you know what? Sometimes the evil people are the blessings. After the show, there's this lady, her name is Felicia. She's been on Britney's team for like ever. I love her dearly. She's so nice. Basically, I told her what happened and I told her that it was my birthday, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so glad that we got everything worked out for you." And then I guess this kind of thing happens like often. So she told me that every security there is authorized to move anyone to the pit if this situation happens. Because I guess in Britney's contract with the Planet Hollywood, the diamond members of the casino get like free tickets. They're often older people, so they don't want to stand up. And so in order to try to not cause a problem, anyone's authorized to move people to the pit. I don't know if that's how it is anymore, but that's how it was when I saw her in 2014. So just even getting to be moved to the pit was awesome. But then to have Fee say all these nice things, and she said happy birthday, she gave me a hug, and this is a woman that's been like by Britney's side since like the beginning. So it was an awesome night. It was an awesome birthday, and I'm forever indebted to my sister for taking me and my family for making it all possible. But yeah, I now can say that I've been in a fight at a Britney Spears concert, even though it's, you know, not that impressive, but it still happened. So if you want any more stories about the 4 Britney concerts that I've been to, just tell me, and because I have stories from each and every one of them. You're down 1, but we got 3 more if you wanna. So just remember to like this video and subscribe so you can see more. I will see you later. Bye.